Hey folks, it's Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. It would have been an unpackaging video, but I didn't know. This is actually thanks to Layne618. And sometimes I don't know if I should do an unpackaging video or not. Because some people don't want it, some people do want it. And I should have asked first, but I didn't. So it's not an unpackaging video, but still wanted to show what a very kind gift. And it was in a package, so I could feel there was magazine, and it was. In fact, it was two magazines, and my reaction was pretty much, "Wow, this is really cool." It's very cool because I remember way back in the day getting these magazines, not these specifically, but then moved from Iowa to Texas when I graduated from high school, and a lot of those got lost, and now these are hard to find, and that's these. Yes, very cool. These two magazines. Fangoria from 1999, Deep Blue Sea, Gamma 3, The Haunting, The Blair Witch Project, Lake Placid. I think this was actually one of the magazines I used to have, I believe. And then this one, which I didn't, but this is very cool. It's a 1990. I remember a long time ago looking on eBay, but just didn't get it. But this is actually I did 1990 with a lot of stuff. Arachnophobia. I like this. This sort of very nice. Because I know, like, I mean, back in the day, I mean, like, this stuff, like articles on Leviathan, things like that. One day I want to get those, but this is, look at this. Complete 1990 horror film coverage. And 1990, I mean, I love Arachnophobia to death. Gremlins 2 is great. Robocop 2, Nightbreed. And in fact, you actually also sent me a letter, which I'm going to read. This is just really cool. I didn't even know this. Like, it wasn't, hey, by the way, I'm sending you something. I didn't know this. So today, it brightened up my day, because my day, whatever. But it was really brightened up my day to see these and to go through these. It was very cool. So, hey man, if you remember when we exchanged PMs a while ago, I told you that I was going to the Spooky Empire Convention in Orlando, Florida, which was a couple weeks ago. And that if I saw something that I figured you liked, I'd pick it up for you. And which was very kind. And then, I didn't hear from anything, so I'm like, no worries. I mean, I've gotten so much wonderful stuff. It's humbling. Well, after looking around for something that you might like for quite a while, you didn't have to do that at all. You've done a lot. I mean, Godzilla. All I gotta do is mention that more than I deserve, to be honest. It's more than I deserve. Once again, unable to find anything related to the Blob from 1988, which is fine. You don't have to do anything. For anyone out there, you don't have to do anything. I swear I'm not going to give up looking for something related to that movie, be it a poster or what. By the way, my mom just called that movie a piece of junk when I told her what I was writing. Well, I agree to disagree with your mom. Hey, if you don't find anything from the Blob, then have it be from the Leviathan. Seriously, again, no one has to do anything. You guys have all been extremely kind. And I know there's a lot of times people ask me about certain stuff, like to review certain movies, and I just have so many stuff planned, and I know I feel like an ass saying that, but I do have a lot of stuff to watch and a lot of other stuff, so. But you guys have always been kind. You don't have to do anything. I settled on a couple issues of Fangoria that I think you'll enjoy. Settled? Fangoria is great. Hey, if I was rich, I'd grab every copy of Fangoria. Because I remember one time hearing about a lot of Fangoria stuff got burned, I believe, like a fire. This guy had an amazing number of old Fangoria issues going back as far as 1983, and at only $5 a piece. You're lucky. Well, man, they don't have anything like that around Iowa. Otherwise, I would have taken like whatever money I could and get as many of those as I could. $5 a piece is pretty damn good. I mean, back in the day in 1990, this was $4. And then how much was this? $6. First off, first one's from the summer of 1990, has some really good articles, including a rare interview with Rob Poutine talking about RoboCop 2, Clive Barker talking about why Nightbreed failed, Zad Galligan talking about Gremlins 2, and a little piece on Arachnophobia, a movie that I can't bring myself to watch due to my crippling fear of spiders. I love Arachnophobia. I love that film. Should be a special edition of it, to be honest. There's some other stuff about Tales from the Crypt, which I know you're not a big fan of. Well, definitely we'll see once I watch that stuff my friend Mike sent me. An interview with Frank Hanlon on Basket Case 2 and Frankenhooker. I don't know what you think about that guy or his movies, but the article was enjoyable nevertheless. Definitely an interesting director. I remember being interested when I saw Frankenhooker last time, and I think I saw Basket Case 1 a long time ago, but I don't remember too much about it. The other issue is from the summer of 1999, and it has some articles and some flicks that I know you really liked. Rennie Harlan talks about Deep Blue Sea, Steve Miner on Lake Placid, and actually gives some nonsensical reason as to why he doesn't talk about his Friday the 13th movies. That'll be interesting to read. And there's also a little article about what it was like for the actors making the Blair Witch Project, which actually, this is the back here. Other articles include stuff on Teen Cobra and Komodo. Apparently 1999 was the year of killer animals. An interview with the writer of the original Haunting. An interview with Jan de Bont on the remake. That's hilarious. In hindsight, because he says that the movie is scary rather than flashy. And it was entirely flashy. Readers writing in and hating on The Mummy. Personally, I really enjoy that flick. I do too. I like the first one. An article about Gene Simmons that feels more than a little out of place to me. The guy talks about how he's a horror fan, but still it doesn't seem like it belongs here. The issue also begins with a very serious note from Tony Timpone about how horror films were not to blame for the Columbine Massacre, which I completely agree with, and I'm sure you do too. Yeah, definitely. Because to me, it's an easy answer to a difficult question. It's the easy answer. You know, instead of looking into these people's lives and what they were psychologically, what they were going with, not going out. See, despite me always being here, I do converse with people. I'm not a big converser. Like, a lot of times when I type 3, 4-word answers, 1-word answers. And I know you can't inflect any tone when you type, but that's just how I answer. It's nothing, no slight against anyone, no nothing. It's just, this is how I usually type. Very monosyllabic or 3, 4-word answers, cool, or thanks, or, you know, pretty straightforward, and that's all it's meant to be. But, you know, it's an answer to a question that's difficult, that people don't want to answer the difficult questions. They want to find the easy way. Movies are an easy way. Well, I think I better finish this up since this note is getting rather long, and I don't want to spoil any more of the contents of these magazines for you. Really hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you on the internet. Take care. I definitely will. P.S. John Carpenter was there at the convention, and I had him sign my DVD of In the Mouth of Madness. After he did so, I told him that I really liked the film, and after he said thank you. I told him that I didn't completely understand, but I still liked it. He laughed and said, I don't understand it either. Just thought you might like to hear that. Once again, see you. Well, I understand that movie. I mean, the movie I didn't understand 100% was Prince of Darkness, but I understood In the Mouth of Madness. It's pretty much this guy had the power to make his books reality, and I think that's one of those films that if you talk with Carpenter, he'd be, because I don't think many people ask him about In the Mouth of Madness, so I think that's the thing. That's the thing when you get with people, you ask them about stuff that no one asks them about. Like if Wes Craven, I would ask him about Shocker or The People Under the Stairs. which is why I'm pissed that the fucking Blu-ray is only overseas. And I know someone mentioned, well, why don't you get a region-free Blu-ray player? Because I got a region-free DVD player. I don't want to buy a region-free Blu-ray player. That's a good one. I want a good one that's not going to crap out in a month. And it is actually going to play, not play shit that the reason I bought it for. That's at least a $90 to $140. Pay all that just to get, what, 5 titles? I mean, there's only 5 titles I would want. People on the Stairs, Big Trouble in Little China, Hell Comes to Fraud Town, Remo Williams, and the From Dusk Till Dawn from Germany that has the George Clooney interview. But I'm not... Just those 5. I'm not paying all that money just to get 5 movies. It's just... But how did I get off that time? I was talking about, you know, when you talk to people, talk about stuff that they don't talk about a lot. Like Peter Will, I'd ask him about Leviathan. I guarantee you no one asks him about Leviathan. Maybe he doesn't like the movie. But I bet money that's the case. But that's the thing, is you ask him about stuff no one ever talks to him about. Just, you know, it's like John Carter. How many times does a guy answer questions about Halloween? You know. But anyway, Layne618, Cody. Just want to say thank you very much for the gift. It was very kind of you. And I can show some pictures. Some stuff from Deep Blue Sea, which I really enjoy the film. Love the film. The only nitpick I have is the CGI and certain shots doesn't hold up, but because it's back in 1999. But there's still a lot of good practical stuff, and the film itself is just fun. I enjoy it. Komodo, which I know my friend Mike OCP really enjoyed this film. Yeah, Gene Simmons with Kiss. Yeah, the Blair Witch. Which I don't understand why there's never been a special edition of the Blair Witch Project. I mean, I have the Blair Witch, you know, as a commentary, but there should be a pat. I mean, pat this shit. All that deleted footage that, you know, there's like, from what I understand, there's like hours of deleted footage. A documentary. Why was there never a documentary on this? I don't care how many people hate it today. It's still a film that did something, and it deserves a true worthy special edition. Again, I don't care how many people hate it. There's a lot of movies that people hate. There are shitty movies that get better special editions than Blair Witch got. I mean, Blair Witch has a commentary, which is cool. Has a like teeny tiny deleted footage, but that should be pat. I mean, it's the Blair Witch Project. It's not the St. Francisville Experiment. And I actually don't mind that movie, but let's show some stuff from this. Especially these 80s, early 90s stuff. It's really cool. This actually has posters in it too. Tales from the Crypt. And then you got not sure, to be honest. We embarrass a bunch of famous people by exposing their schlock horror roots. Pretty much just saying, oh, this person was in this person was in that. Like, for example, Shaw's in Black had a teeny tiny role with Kevin Costner, so on and so forth. So that's very cool. see. Yeah, Arachnophobia. Clive Barker defends Nightbreed. That's cool. Someone defends their stuff. I've never seen Nightbreed, so. There's RoboCop 2, which I always remember that picture. A RoboCop 2, seeing that in promotional. Okay, so it's Dartman on one side and then RoboCop 2 on the other, which is pretty cool. So this is very cool. But thanks once again. I know I sort of went on off topic and a lot of tangents, but thank you once again, Layne618 Cody. I'll remember next time. If I ever get anything, I'll do an unpackaging, because I don't know, I just didn't think of it. But you know, when people send me something, it's the least I can do. So I do apologize for that. But thank you all for watching. Take care, and still have quite a few reviews left. What's coming up? Finish off the rest of what Classic Rocker sent me. Review of Apex, Demolition High with Corey Haim, Soul Survivor from 1983, Dark Side of the Moon from 1990. I want to check out Edge of Tomorrow sometime, because I've heard a lot of good things. I know the fucking film is flopping, so I know I want to check that out sometime, because, you know, if it's a good film, then it's like, shit, no, it's flopping. It's just I got burned with Godzilla, but I've heard a lot of good things, so, you know, give it a shot. Then after that, I want to start with some of the stuff my friend Mike OCP sent me, like Armed Response and Clean and Sober and Heartless, and I know sometime I want to do a big review of Hard Target, because I really love that film, and I want to re-review Taking Beverly Hills, you know, some other stuff. But you know, the other stuff my friend Mike sent me. I know sometime down the road I want to do those Universal Monster movies, and it's a lot of stuff. Just gotta get the time to do it. But thank you so much. Take care, and we will see you later. Bye bye.